I was sat there in workboard to death the other day and I thought to myself, I've not really talked about side effects and how they affect people in real life, because we all hear about different aspects of cystic fibrosis and what it can do to you, but I personally have never spoken about it, how it actually affected me growing up and what it realistically meant to my life. And since it's boiling hot and I've been boiling my spuddies off for days, I thought I'd talk about the salt side of it. Salt's a massive thing for cystic fibrosis. It's how they test kids when they're born. They'll do a salt test, and if they come back extra crispy, extra salty, that means they've got a dabble of the old CF. But then when you start growing up, that's something that kind of fades into the background, and it's not really talked about that much or explained that much. So here's how it affected me. Obviously at 5 years old I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, and that was through a salt test. And at the time it had been very important to my mum and dad. But as I grew up, it kind of faded off. When you're in school and you're in the playground and you're going full tilt, you're levering it, you're running. It was about 8 or 9 when I first kind of licked my lip and was like, the fuck is that? It tastes like fucking chips with salt and vinegar, and what's going on here? Luckily I like salt, so it never bothered me. But then you'd start noticing the more energy you exerted and the more you sat in the sun and the sweaty you got, the more you would absolutely taste like a salt lick. And it was all fine when you was running around when you was a kid, and you know, you weren't interacting with anyone, no one's licking your face, your arms, your legs. Sorry, it's 6 AM, this ain't gonna be a banger, this, to be honest. Get a bit sweaty, you taste the salt, everything's good, you're fine. Fast forward to when you first start interacting with the opposite sex, the same sex. Personally for me, it was the opposite sex. So when I started getting interested in women and the spin the bottle starts coming out, and if you're a bit of a prude, is that the word? Then spin the bottle is where the big loadies get involved. You spin a bottle and the girl it lands on or the boy it lands on is who you kiss. And the first time I played this, believe it or not, it happened to be in the blazing sun. You know, like where you're out for days till like 10 PM and you're sweating constantly, you're on your bike. One of them days where someone pulls out a bottle, oh, let's play this. So I'm alright with it, because at the time I had no idea. So I'm like, come here, doing that for, you know, a few spins. And then I start noticing that women are, well, women, the girls are sort of talking to each other. And then when it comes to me spinning again and I spin it and it lands on a girl, she says to a friend, oh no, I'm not doing this, I'm not getting kissing Chris. And I'm like, bear in mind, right, I'm a confident guy, and at the time I thought I was the shit. I thought I was God's gift to the earth, never mind women. I always say that each part of me isn't fantastic on its own, teeth, all that stuff. But when you add it together, I'm a 7/8 out of 10. If you're really pissed, I'll be a 9. Everyone's whispering and stuff. And blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I didn't think that much of it. I just thought maybe I'm not as hot shit as I think I am. Went home, had my tea and that, and then it come to a few weeks later and it happened again. So everyone's playing spin the bottle. It was actually at press starting with school. So I just say to this girl, I say, listen, what's going on here? Like, you know, why am I getting this kind of shit off you? And she said, because when you taste horrible when we kiss. You taste disgusting, you taste of all salt and stuff. And I was like, wow, yeah I do, never thought of that. So then that was me eliminated from spin the bottle for years, you know, in that time period before you leave school and everything and you're all doing kissing and all that shit. That was me gone from that, because I was known as the salty boy. Didn't really have a massive psychological impact on me, because it was what it was. Even at the time I weren't that bothered, because it just was how it was. But what I did do, and this is where it affects you in real life when you're an adult, is from that point on, spontaneous kissing was a bit of a bastard. Because you'd be on a date, you go on what, Tinder or whatever you kids do these days. I don't know, I'm happily married up now. But you'd go on Tinder and you'd be having a good date and be like, come to the end of the night and you'll go, oh shit. And then the woman will go to kiss you, you'll be like, come here, slugger, oh, it's been lovely, see you later. You could not do spontaneous kissing. What I had to do is go to any toilet, wipe my face with tissue and make sure that area only wasn't full of salt. All this was like in salt heaven. But that one mouth bit I had to keep unsalted, and that was for years and years and years and years. Every single time, every time I thought I was going to kiss someone, I'd go and wipe it. If I couldn't, I would literally give it the old about 60 times, and that'd be disgusting because, you know, just had a meal, probably a curry, knowing me, and it's all over my face, and now I'm looking into my face. So people are either kissing curry, garlic or salt. So I probably weren't the best person to kiss for a while. But then Olivia comes along, the shining star. She's not asked. She loves salt and she loves me. So now it's not so bad now on Kaftrio. It takes a lot longer for me to salt up. I do still get salty, but I have to really hammer it. She likes salt and she loves me. So it kind of mixes. I don't have to do that anymore because people accept you for who you are. And I think that's the main point of this, ladies and gentlemen. Inconveniences, side effects, different things about you from others, some people will be horrible about. Some people won't understand. They don't have to understand. All that you have to understand is that you're still you, you're still fantastic, and eventually you'll find someone who's not a prick. Thanks for watching.